Hi, this is Julie Thompson reporting for IABtv for the 2016 Digital Content NewFronts. Last week, we covered 20 NewFronts all over Manhattan, and the week was simply spectacular. Media buyers and brand marketers trekked in from all over the country. The lines were long and the rooms were jammed as audiences got to see the latest and greatest in digital video content. At the NewFronts, we're all learning about the new technologies and innovative partnerships when it comes to distribution, consumer access, and measurement in this constantly evolving industry.
So the NewFronts this year have gotten real. It's less about chasing the big hits and much more focused about here's what our brand stands for, here's the premium content and talent that we're actually investing in, here's how you can buy it, why you should buy it, and why it matters to drive our clients' business. And that ultimately is the metric of success. What is going to drive our clients' business coming out of this NewFront market?
In week one of the NewFronts, I think the most notable thing we've seen is the professionalization of the presentations and the maturation of the marketplace itself. It is very, very clear that people have come from marketers and agencies to do deals, and the sales teams from the publishers are here in force, and they are actually doing deals. The tip of the iceberg was the announcement in the middle of the week by YouTube and IPG that they were doing a $250 million deal with each other.
Yes, we did. We did make some news. So we're very, very excited. The time is ripe. The market is ripe to take linear television dollars and move them because consumers are moving to platforms like YouTube. This is not about television is dead. It's not about the death of television. It's about the evolution of television. We hope that that is a catalyst to start the market moving in that direction.
Reports released in April 2016 show that full year 2015 digital video advertising spend continued its double-digit growth. Spend was up by 30% year over year, a huge amount by any measure in any industry. That equates to $4.2 billion. And that doesn't even include video on mobile. This is an increase of nearly $1 billion from 2014.
This generation is all about the power of social media and especially online video. So we're very excited to be partnering with the Shortcut series, which is redefining the how-to video.
What we've been seeing this week is, first and foremost, everybody's talking a lot about data and how they're using data to distribute content to audiences, which brings you to the second thing we've been seeing a lot is content and original content. That's a big, big emphasis. Everybody is talking about their original content. And the last thing that we're seeing is how people are talking about how they push that content in their social following to make sure that they can scale all this great content. So data, content, and social are the big themes.
The NewFronts have become one of the most important periods in the advertising calendar. These 2 weeks, not only does it bring the entire industry together, but it really helps us leap forward.
We're 3 years into participating in the NewFronts. I think they're incredibly important and kind of getting more important by the hour for us. Our theme was a visual future. We believe that the future of media is going to be a video one, a visual one that combines all of the tools of multimedia to tell better stories.
My grandfather, Jacques Cousteau, my father, Philippe Sr., inspired me growing up, and being able to do a program like this with Great Big Story is a fun way to kind of honor that legacy, but also update it a little bit for a new generation. I believe that people really want to be part of the stories. They really want to understand and see the authenticity. I think people are craving, particularly younger audiences, they're craving real authentic stories that matter and that teach them something not only about the world, but in a way that inspires them about the world as well.
We have a transformation, I think, this year of the NewFronts to really focus on who these companies are, to be more experiential, to be more intimate, and to be more about what they can do, the capabilities, how they like to work with brands, the possibilities that are opened up, as opposed to, here's a show we're making, do you want to sponsor it?
I think you're seeing so many more people who have gotten confident in their ability not only to make great content, but get it out and be seen by an actual audience. So I think you're going to see more people not just dip a toe, like they're going to be diving in head first, as we're seeing here today at Time Inc. They are doubling down because they've seen in the last year just their video streams have doubled. I mean, they are doing billions of streams and they're reaching millions of people.
At the moment, all of us shoot video kind of the same way. What's disrupted that is mobility. So when I shoot video on this thing, I'm an amateur holding a professional device. So at the moment, there's different ways of producing content, but creatively, people who are producing content differently on this device, producing video, are starting to win. And some of those trends are how do you make it accessible, how do you make it earthbound, and how do you make it relatable?
There's a new way to actually present media, news, and entertainment. And it's rooted in empathy, it's rooted in human connection, both of which sound like these soft niche kind of things, right? But those are the things that actually people are embracing in the social mobile world. Those are the things that are driving the conversation, and that's really becoming the currents that are pushing into pop culture, and we're just excited to be a part of that.
There's a lot of talk around content, obviously. And when I say content, most of the brands today are looking at content in a new way. They're looking at the need for really solid help in the creation, distribution, and monetization of content.
I think today brands can participate in video in so many ways. There's obviously the traditional TV-like integration, but today we can actually make content with advertisers. They actually can go into the idea conception phase, and we can birth something together that has their message and our sensibility and really is a blend of the two in a way that wasn't possible before.
I think about this through my pre-digital days in media, where, you know, the relationship between advertiser and publisher was really seller-buyer. But, you know, that's profoundly changed, because now we have own properties too. We have audiences. When you can change the math and say, well, you might be experts in the creation and we're the expert in bringing it, well, what does that look like when you can sit as partners and say, what can we do together that feels right? That's very different, but I think exciting.
We're just getting ready for week 2. Here are the presenters we're going to hear from.
Last year, premium content was a buzzword and it was just lip service. I think this year, truly the platforms are embracing original programming. These personalities of the new content platforms are coming out, and I'm very, very excited about the future entertainment. Upfront, new front, it's all coming together. It's a cold front and the storm is coming. It's new media, so get ready.
For continued coverage of the NewFronts, check out IAB.com/NewFronts or #NewFronts, or follow IAB on Twitter.